This is Carrie Drzik at the Irish Film Festival Boston, and I am sitting with Sarah Dempsey, director of Hand in Hand, which just played. And how do you feel about your screening?
I'm so excited about how it went. I was so nervous and I was just hoping that the reaction would be good, and it was fantastic. So many laughs, and I was happy that it was the last one so everybody could go out in a happy humour, good humour, and then the Q&A was even so relaxed and so perfect, so I was very, very happy with it.
Now, this was your first film, and you finished it while you were still in school. Is that correct?
So we shot it in 2015. I remember shooting it in February, and we finished it in February. It took 4 days. It took us a few months to edit, and then it was released on May 22nd in Dublin, the day of the gay marriage referendum in Dublin, so which is amazing. Yeah, it was like such a coincidence. We had no idea that it was going to be that day when we were doing it. They were like, we're going to have this screening on the 22nd, and I was like, pretty sure that's when the referendum was, and they're like, oh my god, it is. So
it's like a christening for your film.
That's exactly what it is, and I think it was like the perfect way for people to see it on that special day, so I was really happy with it. Yeah.
Why don't we talk a little bit about the process of doing festivals? Like, you've had a remarkable run with this for your first go. What's it been like?
The 7th festival that's been in, so I was just hoping that there'd be it would be in one festival at least. But yeah, I got into the Indie Cork Film Festival, the Skull Film Festival in West Cork, where The Young Offenders was shown. So when I saw it, I was like, a skull. And I got in the Dublin International Short Film and Music Festival. We got into one in the Ukraine. Yeah, I know. And then last year it was in the Wicked Queer Film Festival in Boston, and then this year in the Irish Film Festival. And I can't believe it. Yeah, I was super thrilled. Yeah. Super thrilled.
And what's it like? What's the experience like as a filmmaker, going to festivals and meeting people, just for people who are looking to jump into it and see how that goes?
I think I remember the first time I was super nervous because loads of people were going to be seeing it, but I know that I think it's super important to go, and it feels, I don't know, when you're sitting there and you're hearing people like laughing at your movie or saying that they enjoy it, it's just all worth all the hard work that you put into it. And I just think it's just a really fun process. It's great because my film is like my child, you know, so I have to like support the film. I need to be there. Meeting all the people, like-minded people, are so important because you get ideas and you get to like meet people, and like everybody wants to sort of like help each other, you know, when they're friends and stuff like that. So I always feel like you always have like make little connections and stuff like that, which is super important. But if your film gets into a film festival, just go. Just try and find the money somewhere and just go. No matter where it is, just try and get to it and just support it and see what happens, because there's so many like stuff that can happen. It's great.
To go back to your analogy, it's your child, and people actually want to look at your pictures of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. I actually want to see these pictures of your child. That's perfect. That's a really good analogy. But yeah, it's just so important to just support your film, and just to see other people enjoy it is the best feeling in the world. It makes you want to go out and just make more films. And then you sort of like, I have a talent, and it's not just in my head. People also think it's good as well, so that's really important to me. Yeah.
So failure of mine is we should have set up at the top a little bit about what your film is about. I'll let you.
Yeah. So basically, Hand in Hand is a documentary about gay and lesbian couples in Dublin, in Ireland and Dublin, and we basically sit down, we chat with them, ask them all the nosy questions that you kind of want to know from like people in relationships. So we asked them how they met each other, what they love about each other, what they fight about. We talk about have they felt any discrimination living in Dublin, or even growing up. We asked them about their coming out process. Do they find living in Dublin difficult or easy being gay? Now, this is before the referendum, and we took out a lot of that stuff. We didn't want opinions put on the film. We just wanted it to be like a nice film that people enjoyed and looked at and their experience, exactly. But that's basically what it is in a nutshell, and it's just like a nice sit down chat with your mates. That's sort of what I wanted the whole film to feel like, just sitting down, just chatting with your mates. I feel like each couple you can really relate to. I really feel like, you know, I could be friends with that person, and that's exactly what I felt. I didn't know. I had only known Steffi and Kira in the film, and I didn't know anybody else, and I've like left having like really great friends, which is perfect. What you want in a movie.
So you and I talked a little bit about identity and the importance of storytelling and seeing other people's stories up on screen and helping relate to your own experience. So why don't we talk a little bit about that, about maybe the ideas that led you in to making this film, and what you got out of making it.
I remember I was in a relationship at the time, and I remember being in their house one day, and I was like, "Do you want to go and watch a movie?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'm just going to finish my work, and then I'll come over to you and we'll watch a movie." And I remember sitting there and sort of thinking, "Wow, this is like so normal," because it was my first ever relationship, and I was like, "This is so normal." I was like, "Why is everybody making such a big deal about it?" And I remember I was like, "This is this is the happiest I've been," like, and I love this. And I was like, "I'd like to sort of have other people see this in different couples." And I was like, that's what I really want to do. And I feel like there's like a lot of like opinions about like gay couples or gay marriage and stuff like that, but I always feel like it's important to actually show them like it's important to show them like an accurate description of what their opinion is on or what they're voting for. So I remember going like, I just want to like make a film where people can see just how normal it is and just how in love these people are, and how it's no different to a straight couple or any couple. You know, everyone's all the same. All the couples were all the same. It just felt so normal. I just wanted to show that so much. And I get so passionate when I'm talking about it. And I remember even when I was in interviews, I had to tell other people to talk about it because I just get too passionate and I just can't talk about it. And I get angry. Like, I just wanted to show people what it was like. And I just feel like it is important, like, to make stuff that other people can relate to, because people could be going through like really difficult stages in their life, you know, and to see these people talking about how happy they are, you know, and how they're in love with their husband or their wife or their girlfriend or boyfriend, it's so important. Like, I can have that, you know, and that's what I really wanted this film to be about, and I really think I captured that.
So we talked a little bit the other day about kind of just needing to jump in and get things rolling when you have an idea, even if it feels difficult. So maybe you could just talk a little bit about what it was like pushing through to just get this going, and see your first film through to the end.
I remember just sort of being like, I need to get this story out. I need to do whatever I can to get it done. So I always feel like filmmaking is like a muscle. If you don't use it, you lose it. And I just feel like it's, you know, when you get an idea, don't sit on it. Don't like, because someone else is going to take that idea. Someone else is going to think of it, and they're going to shoot it, and they're going to roll with it, and they're going to get it done. And you're going to be like, oh, that was my idea, and I really should have done it. You would have regretted it. So basically, I remember just sitting down with my crew, and I was like, this is what I want to do it on. I had like help with my lectures and stuff like that to give me little bits of advice, because it was my first film and I wasn't too experienced on what to be doing. But I remember I was just like, you know what, I'm going to put out a lot of ads. If people want to be a part of it, let's be a part of it. That wasn't really working, so I was like, let's just ask people, and ask if they know people, ask if they know people, if their people know people. And that's how we got all of our subjects. We just asked, and they're like, do you have a friend of a friend who'd like to do it? Yeah, I have like a few friends, and they have friends that would want to do it as well. So that's how we got it rolling. And then we were like, okay, we're going to need this, the camera, lights, microphone, everything. Let's try and get it whatever way we can. We'll rent it, we'll do whatever. Went to the shoot, just sat down, just asked questions, and we're like, this isn't actually too hard, it's actually quite fun. And we got, it's so natural. I was like, you know what, well, I have like a list of questions, I'm just gonna ask them, and then when they answer, I'm just gonna just chat to them like a friend, you know. And that's how the whole thing happened. And there was like, I had made sure that when I was like interviewing them beforehand, if I wanted them to be in the film, I remember I wanted to meet them all individually. So I brought them for a drink in Dublin, and we just sat down and we became friends. So everything was very kind of, it was like friends coming over to your house, or us going over to our friend's house, and they made like loads of spreads of food for us. And I was like, this is perfect. I love filmmaking. They done everything. Yeah, I didn't have to do nothing. And there was no budget on the film either. I like done it completely free. I paid €20 to our friend who drove us around everywhere. And I got him like a bottle of Jameson, and he was thrilled with that. But yeah, just when you have an idea, just roll with it, just go with it, and just get it done, and you'll be so happy in the end. And now I've gone to Boston twice, so I'm just thrilled. Like, so I'm looking forward to doing it again.
Yeah, and we are a mere 10-minute train ride from where the first gay marriages in America happened. Yeah. I said the last thing was the last thing, but this will be the last thing. How has the reaction been from the subjects of seeing the film, and have their families seen it, and what has the process been like of sharing it with them?
Yeah, so we had this screening in Dublin in the Lighthouse Cinema in May 2015. Jesus, that's so long. 2015, and they were all in the crowd, and I remember just looking back at them throughout the whole film just to see if they were happy, and they were all in bits laughing, and they were just smiling, and they're absolutely thrilled about it. Like Kira and Steffi, they just like text me all the time going, when are we going to be famous? When are you bringing us over to the Oscars? And all that stuff like that. Like, I promise that you'll be my dates, I promise. And they're just so happy to see like all the success from their stories. They're so happy, and all their friends. They've shared it with their family, and their family absolutely love it. They've put like small deleted scenes up on their Facebook to their friends, and their friends love it as well. And the Facebook page has gotten like a lot of the likes are from their friends as well, because they haven't been able to see yet. But yeah, they absolutely love it. I'm so thrilled they like it, because it'd be dreadful if they didn't. I'd be like, I'm sorry, but but they really, really enjoy it. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on the film. And you've already been to Boston twice, but I hope that we get to see you back here. And thank you for talking to me.
Thank you so much. Cheers.